Jay Drone here. What's going on, guys? Got this GPTOYS truck here. We're gonna do some speed runs. That's why we got the GoPro on top of it. We're gonna test if this hits actual speed or what speed it gets. Maybe it'll exceed it. Who knows? Typically, most manufacturers overcompensate just a little bit, but we're gonna go ahead and see. The GoPro Hero 7 Black allows you to do overlays. Just want to see. We are locked onto the satellites. Locks on the satellites, and that's how it calculates speed. I'm gonna go ahead and start recording. I haven't ran this yet. This is my first run as well.
Alright guys, here we go. So this, on the box it says 30 mile an hour. As you can see, we're hitting 18 lower left, and as you can see on the right, my speed chart, we're pretty much standard, like it's not fluctuating as we're running this. 17 to 18 mile an hour, we're maxing out at 18 right now, is the speed that I'm getting. And this is for the most part flat. There's really no incline, there's really no decline, so this is a very good test of this. So it's not hitting that 30 mile per hour. For a 1/10 scale, going under 20 mile per hour, it's not extremely fast. I will say the punch out the get-go is really nice on this. You can actually make it stand up and do a wheelie out the get-go if you just squeeze the trigger, but if you feather it, you can actually drive this a bit. And again, we're gonna take, bam, right there. That was me grabbing it, just grabbing that trigger and squeezing it. You could saw it did a wheelie. But if you feather it lightly, you are able to control this. The steering on it is very nice. The shocks are less than desirable, and you'll see that a little bit later in the video, and you'll also hear that a little bit later in the video. But a $20 upgrade, you can definitely upgrade them, or you can just lube them up and they'll be good for you.
It's cold out. It's cold. Don't really want to jump anything with this, just because I got my GoPro on top of it. Again, this is really just a speed run. Why don't we do a speed run down here while we're walking?
So this is a much smoother surface with a little bit of a downgrade, and again, you can see we're still only hitting 18 mile per hour. So that's going to be my top speed for this out of the box, no mods, stock battery is 18 mile per hour. It didn't live up to the 30 mile per hour as the box touted, had it written on it.
Definitely do some donuts, as you can see here. No problems with that. It's got the torque to do it. Almost flipped it. So this right here, it says STDR. I'm gonna turn that all the way down and see what that does. Okay, so that's your ability to steer. So right now, if you can see, I have that turned all the way down. We have limited steering. I'm gonna turn it all the way up, and we have much greater steering. Going up, zero issues. So we're going to start recording. I'm just going to go ahead and run it in here, give you a down low perspective of this.
Now the first part, I left the sound and the sound is gone. That screeching noise is and was the shocks and the suspension, and you'll be able to hear that because I'll also show you from my hat cam. It'll be more noticeable than that. It's not just down low. But what I'm showcasing here is the ability for this to actually just go right through brush. Now I will go through much heavier brush than what we're going through now, but that's one thing that I'm going to applaud this 300%. Out the gate, the throttle that it has out the gate, the initial punch is great. The tires on us are pretty nice, and the ability just to go through brush is impressive to me, because again, this thing's not cooking at 30 mile per hour like the box said it was. It's only getting a top speed of 18. Now check this out. So here's an incline, and again, I don't want to jump this because I got my GoPro on it, but I would like to get up over this incline, and the brush, bam, no problem. So again, we will go over much thicker much thicker brush. So stay with me here. This is definitely a key, I'm not going to say feature, but a key selling point for this RC car, because the speed itself is not. The speed itself at 30 mile per hour, this thing would be amazing at 30 mile per hour, but it's only hitting 18 tops. And for me, that's okay. It's not great. It's okay. But the simple fact that this can go through brush and bully through brush is impressive to me, and I absolutely love it. Again, stay with me. I'm going to put this through much heavier and thicker brush. As far as the look of the vehicle, I absolutely love the look of the vehicle. Again, the tires seem good to me. The controller, even though it feels very toy grade, it's very plastic. The controller responsiveness and range is also really good. I did a decent line of sight run with this and was able to maintain control. You can see everything we're running through. And again, this is minimal. I'm going to put it through heavier stuff in a moment here, so please stick with me so you can see the capabilities of this RC car.
The brush guard, that's what the brush guard's for, right? Again, we're cruising along here. I really don't want to splash up too much. But as far as running stuff over, like brush that's considerably taller than it, it's having zero issues doing so.
So here we go, guys. This is what I was talking about, going through much thicker brush. And it's not these little twigs that we're running over. As soon as we get to the end of this line here, we're going to go over some thicker stuff. And I was actually anticipating it getting stuck. At one point, it did mildly get stuck. And we'll also show you what it mildly got stuck from the perspective that you're seeing now. And also from the hat cam. So you could really see exactly what it was in. But we're going to veer off into it here in a second. Right there, that's good money. This is good money. When it looks like we're just cruising through a jungle, and again, we're a little bit stuck, but we're going to be able to power out of it. Bam, just like that. Able to power out of it. We're going to go back through it. This is epic. Epic beyond epic. I absolutely love the initial power that it has. Now, right here, this is just nonsense. I shouldn't even tried to do this. So you can see what's in front of it. And again, we'll show you hat cam perspective after this, and you can see we're having a hard time with it. But as you can see, we're making headway here. We're making headway. One more back out, and we just about have it. We're gonna back out again, and then unfortunately flip it.
Maybe not. We'll go forward a little. We'll jack backwards. Try to punch forward. Almost. Almost. We're gonna... Dude, almost. Let's go. Oh, we got this. As we flip it over. So I was able to get out of that. Again, I don't know what all that screeching is about. I think, let's see. Actually sounds like the shocks are screeching. The rear shocks. I don't know why they'd be screeching like that. Front ones are screeching a little bit. So that's what that sound is. The rear shocks are screeching. They're still working. I don't know why they're screeching. Maybe a little bit of water that got on them. But, alright guys, very basic review of this. Again, I just wanted to test speed. We test a little off-road capabilities. If you guys haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button. Questions, comments, concerns down below. Get at me.